Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Today I want to talk about something very important, the need to stop the fighting in Ukraine. Now I know this isn't what we normally talk about on this channel, and I definitely avoid politics, but here's the deal. The conflict started in 2014 when Russia took over Crimea, a part of the Ukraine. This led to the fighting in eastern Ukraine between Ukrainian forces and groups supported by Russia. This conflict has caused a lot of pain and suffering for many people. Part of being a successful individual is caring for others and using the advantages you gain by applying yourself to help those who are in need. Now, there's a human cost here. Many people have been hurt or killed, and millions have had to leave their homes. Since 2014, over 13,000 people have died due to this conflict, and more than 1.5 million people have been forced to leave their homes, becoming internally displaced within Ukraine. Now, imagine losing your family, your home, and your sense of safety. Stopping the fighting would save lives and bring families back together. And there's incredible economic and social devastation to consider here as well. The fighting has also damaged Ukraine's economy and their infrastructure. Now, Ukraine's GDP fell by over 6% in 2014 and continued to decline in subsequent years due to the conflict. Infrastructure damage has cost Ukraine billions of dollars, with estimates suggesting that rebuilding efforts will require substantial international aid and investment, as it usually does, right? So imagine if all the money that we're spending on this damn war could be used to build schools, hospitals, and homes instead. Stopping this conflict would help Ukraine and the world by creating stability and growth. Now, I firmly believe that the world must stand together against this aggression. By working together, we can show that peace and respect for each other are more powerful than war. History shows us that talking and understanding each other leads to a lasting peace and not fighting. Over 100 countries have supported resolutions at the United Nations condemning the annexation of Crimea and calling for peace. This global support highlights the importance of standing together for peace and justice. And even in these tough times, the people of Ukraine have shown incredible strength and courage. Their hope inspires us all. Ending the fighting would allow this hope to grow, helping Ukraine to become a place of peace and safety for future generations. Surveys show that over 70% of Ukrainians believe in a peaceful resolution and are hopeful that their country's future will move forward in a positive way despite this ongoing conflict. Now, why should we all care about this conflict? Well, I'm going to tell you what, it affects the whole world in various ways. There's a humanitarian responsibility. As members of the global community, we have a moral obligation to stand against the suffering and displacement of innocent people. The pain of one nation should be a concern for all. Because a couple of old men can't get along, young men have to die. That's a bunch of crap. Global stability. The conflict in Ukraine has wider implications for global peace and security. Think about this. Escalating tensions could lead to broader conflicts affecting many more countries and regions. And there's an economic impact. The war disrupts global markets and supply chains, leading to economic instability that affects everyone. Now, you may not know this, but Ukraine is actually a significant exporter of grains and other goods. The conflict has caused disruption, and the impact on food prices and availability worldwide is still beginning to be recognized. There is a precedent for international law. Now, allowing aggression to go unchecked sets a dangerous precedent. It undermines international laws and agreements designed to maintain peace and order. Standing against the conflict reaffirms our commitment to these laws and the principles of sovereignty and human rights. And there's the shared humanity aspect. At the core, we are all connected. The suffering of people in Ukraine touches the universal human spirit. When we stand up for others, we reaffirm our shared humanity and build a world rooted in compassion and empathy. And that's a world that's nicer to live in, right? It supports each of us and allows us to continue to move down our own individual path in an uninterrupted way so that we can achieve our goals and live the life that we deserve. I want to tell you a quick story this morning. Once there were two neighboring families who had a bitter feud, and for years they fought over a small piece of land. Now their lives were consumed by this conflict, and both families suffered. One day, a terrible storm hit their village, causing flooding and destruction. Both families' homes were damaged, and they found themselves in dire need of help. Now, in the midst of this crisis, one family's child was trapped in the debris. Despite the animosity, a member of the other family rushed to help and save the child. Now, this act of bravery and compassion melted the years of hatred between them. They realized that their feud was meaningless compared to the value of human life and the need for community. They decided to end the conflict and work together to rebuild their homes and their lives. And I think the moral of this story is clear. In the face of shared hardship and suffering, our differences become insignificant. What matters most is our ability to see each other's humanity, to act with compassion, and to work together for a better future. Now I'm going to reach the heart of this message, and I want to speak directly to each of you. Imagine the power that we hold collectively, the power to change the course of history, to save lives, and to build a future rooted in peace and dignity. Each one of us has a voice, and together, our voices can form a chorus loud enough to echo across the globe. Let us call upon our leaders to choose diplomacy over destruction, dialogue over division, and compassion over conflict. Let us support the brave people of Ukraine who long for the same peace and security that we all cherish today. This is not just their struggle, it's a call to our shared humanity. And as we leave here today, I ask you to carry this message of peace in your hearts and share it with the world. Let us act, speak, and live in ways that promote understanding and reconciliation. Together, we can help create a future where the children of Ukraine and all children can grow up without the shadow of war. Our actions today can make a better future for all. Let's choose peace, humanity, and hope. Let's end the hostilities in Ukraine and build a world where everyone can live in peace and dignity. Friends, I care about you. I believe in you. And I just woke up this morning and thought I wanted to share this message of peace with you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.